All of this to promote Color Purple. Girl, bye. Oh, she put on a good performance, didn't she? Mm-hmm. Let's get into it, man. Man, miss me with all that. Taraji P. Henson is a big crybaby. Yes, your boy Donnie said it. I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers. Now, let's see what she's worth. Net worth $12 million. She's 53 years old and she's worth $12 million. She's been doing multiple films and TV shows since the 1990s. Now we know she doesn't see the whole 12 million. But even if you got 2-3 million that you can touch, or well, I know she probably can't take, well, of course she can't take all of it out the bank, but it's there, right? This is what I don't understand. She has every right to cry foul play of her not getting a raise. But what about us 9-to-5ers? What about us at the bottom? You know what's sad? I remember one time, not too long ago, matter of fact, when we was on lockdown, I noticed that McDonald's gave, they had a sign, I forget, was it in Virginia? And it was saying how there was, it was a sign saying now hiring starting at, I think it was either $15 or $17 an hour. And I was like, yo, fam, you mean to tell me? And you know what that made me realize? With this whole pandemic, a lot was exposed. I don't know if y'all peeped everything that's been exposed in this world. A lot of these jobs could have always paid us that money. They just didn't feel that we were worth it. They didn't feel that that was our value or our worth. So that go to show you that they could have been paid us. We asked for reparations. I didn't ask, but my people asked, right, for reparations. Hitting in plain sight, slick way. Where you think these stimuluses was, low key, and the billions of dollars they just sent to Ukraine. This is crazy, man. So when they sent out all these stimuluses, I was telling my landlord, I don't want to take that money. Because I said, the government don't do nothing for free. We're going to have to pay that back. We're going to have to pay that back. And she was like, you better get that money. I was like, no, I just got a bad feeling about this. And I don't know how y'all received y'all stimmies, but when I moved from the old neighborhood where I used to reside, I used to get it in the mail, like a check. And one of my old neighbors was telling me, he got my check, just come through. So eventually he gave me my money. He gave me my check. I went to cash it, and of course it had Trump's name on there. But anyway, like the fact that they sent out all these checks, even you know what's sad? They was even sending these stimmies out to people who was no longer living. Just billions of dollars just wasted. Yo, when I went to the Nike outlets, them lines, and we was on lockdown, right? The world was on lockdown. Them lines was packed. I mean, taking up a whole block. I'm like, yo, why is everybody here? And we on lockdown. They had their masks and stuff, but it was just crazy, bro. That's where everybody used their stimmies. They wasn't trying to really some people was using it for survival, food and other stuff, because they thought the world was coming to an end. It was crazy, bro. I don't know how it was in y'all neck of the woods, but I'm sure some of this stuff I'm saying, y'all like, yep, it was just like that. People was just going crazy. A lot of shelves was empty when we was on lockdown. You couldn't find sanitizer nowhere, tissue. And that was the first thing that came up missing was sanitizer. That's when I was like, man. But you know Pharrell made a whole lot of money. So this is one store I always get my sanitizer from. And I'm like, really? Sanitizer? It was nowhere to be found on the shelves. I'm getting off subject. But yo, so that showed you that they could have been gave us reparations. They just didn't care to. They had no interest in that. I mean, the sad part is, okay, y'all send us the money. They was going to get it right back anyway. Come on now. You know, black people, we love to spend some money. Anyway, so Taraji is feeling a way that she's making this not just a thing for her, but she's making it like a female liberation thing. Like, I stand for women, and it's not fair that they're not getting the amount of money and this and that. I'm like, fam, you're a millionaire. Oh, I mean, if I can just have, I don't even need the whole $1 million. If I could just have $100,000, I guarantee you half of that money I would flip it legally, and I would double that. I'm telling you, if I could just have a portion of that, what I would do with it. I ain't never seen that kind of money in my lifetime. Now, I probably spent that money throughout the course of my life, not all at once. And of course, who would do that? I wouldn't say that. It's just crazy to me, man, to hear celebrities cry about they're not making enough. And now, my thing is that what really got you sad? Or is it because what's going on in the industry and y'all not keeping up with the rituals? So now you being knocked down from this level to that level, and you going down and down. Is that what it is? Tell the truth. What's really going on? Is it really about the lack of money you feel you deserve? Now, anybody who put in the work, whether you a celebrity or not, if you feel as though you deserve better, then fight for that or go somewhere else that's willing to offer you, more money. But don't never sell out for it. But she been in the game for 20 years. Imagine all the things she done bear witness to. You feel me? That she ain't telling us. But we know what it is. Anyway, I can't really have sympathy for her because I think about the regular people like me and you. What about us? You know what I mean? We've been hurting ever since this pandemic. Crime rates through the roof. It's hard to find a good house with a decent price. Studio apartments is out of here. You know what I mean? You can forget about it. Most of them is you got to spend over 1,000 and some change. 1,000 and what? 900. So that's 1,900 right there. Just to be in there from month to month. Some of them 2 racks. It's just hard to find apartments, condos, houses. The gas is through the roof. Gas prices is out of here. And it's a shortage on a lot of these jobs. Listen, even the taxi cab people are having a shortage of workers. Nobody want to work. That's another thing this pandemic did. It inspired a lot of people to not even want to work. When you gave them all this damn money, all these checks, then don't forget the people who are on government assistances and they really don't want to work, And I never understood the whole, I'm not going to pay rent. I'm just going to save these checks. Well, guess what? Inflation's taking it all back. The government want their money back. That's what it's all about. They was going to get their money back. You best believe that. And these prices is never going back down. Sad. I remember you used to be able to get a bag of chips, Doritos or some Lay's for 50 cents and a honey bun. Now, forget about it. Honey bun is like $1.75 or $2. Y'all know them honey buns that used to be 50 cents? It's out of here now. Them days are over. I think about us, regular people. You know what I mean? That's why you see the title. It is what it is. I'm not trying to be facetious or condescending or disrespectful, but I just can't have sympathy for somebody that is a millionaire, bro. Like, we're hurting. Some of us will never be able to become a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, Jeff Bezos by himself can end homelessness in America. So can Mark Zuckerberg, and so can Elon Musk. If just one of them wrote a check, they can end homelessness throughout the whole Americas. But they choose not to do that because they don't have no interest in that. They don't care. That does nothing for them. And that's what's sad. You know what I mean? Like, you know, she's sitting here crying. You sitting on mountains of money. You know what it is? They want to maintain their lifestyles. You know? And once things starts to go down a little bit, they get nervous. You remember when Gabrielle Union, you remember how she was talking not too long ago? Talking about we got to work hard and this and that, and nobody gets to sit back and chill. I'm like, you got millions. Yo, I could never be married to a woman like that. Anyway, what is y'all thoughts on this, man? Hey, listen, these people are great actors, you know what I'm saying? I won't take that from them. But the dark arts that they dabble into, I can't support none of that. I just can't. Dealing with demonic possession and all, I can't deal with none of that, man. I just cannot be a part of that. But anyway, I don't feel like going down a rabbit hole right now. All I know is this. How can we relate to that? Now, most of y'all gonna be like, yeah, I've been at this job for 6, 7, 8 years. I feel where she comes from because I want to raise too. But your world and her world is two different worlds. Two different worlds. We're the ones who's really hurting. Those of us at the bottom. It ain't middle class no more. It's either you rich or you poor. We're the ones who's feeling it. Just go to the grocery store if you don't believe me and see if you can make it out of there without spending $300. Hard, isn't it? You feel like every time you leave the house, you spending $100. Don't it feel like that? The $100 that we used to have, like $100 right 10 years ago, is not the same $100 it is today. Tell me if I'm wrong. $1,000 ain't even $1,000 no more, like it was 10 years ago. Remember when $1,000 really felt like, wow, I got money? To me, $1,000 is like $100 to me, and $100 is like a $20 bill to me. I don't know if y'all feel the same, but that's how I feel. You know, I be running through money like water. I ain't even gonna front, but I'm working on trying to hold off and be cheap and try to, you know, really stretch my money as long as I can, you know what I mean, throughout the week, because it's tough at times. Everything is expensive and everything went up. What I have done is fallen back from buying shoes, because I always buy sneakers. So I fell back from that. At one point, I was buying sneakers left and right. So I'm glad I did that. I don't buy what I want as much anymore. I focus on my needs now. There will be a season where I'll be able to go back and buy sneakers and clothes again, but I just can't do that right now. Anyway, it's your boy Donnie. Taraji, to me, stop the cap. Just stop the cap. I don't know if I can feel where she's coming from, you know what I mean? Because I'm not in her world, and two, I just think about the regular folks, those of us at the bottom, man. You know what I mean? Who don't want to be a part of that industry. You know what I mean? We just want to just be able to live out our dreams and just be able to be comfortable. That's the biggest thing that you would want, is to be comfortable. But can you really be comfortable in this world today? You know? But life shouldn't be one big, well, I got to be in survival mode. It's me and mine and F everybody else. It shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? But this is where we at. Your boy Donnie. I didn't mean for this to be that long. If I had half of the money that she has, I could take care of everything. My debts. But it is what it is. I just gotta go to work every day and do what I gotta do. And I'm not gonna get on here and cry about it. It is what it is. Even though I could feel like I should be getting paid more. But, and you know what's sad? That's the point I wanted to bring home that I forgot early in the video, or in the middle of the video, this video, is that even when these jobs finally give you a raise because of inflation, you won't even be able to feel it anyway. You got to deal with taxes. That's what's really hurting people, is taxes. You got to deal with taxes. That's one. And everything went up. So did you really get a raise? I remember seeing an article, or was it? It was either an article or video where somebody was saying that you're not really getting a raise. They just don't want you to leave your jobs. That's a fact, because a lot of people woke up and said, wait a minute, McDonald's is making $17 an hour and I'm only making $12 over here? I'm out. And a lot of these companies can't afford the large amount of people to walk. You know what I mean? So everybody was getting a raise left and right. Throughout the America, they didn't want to lose nobody. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Donnie, tell me if I'm lying. And ask yourself, does $100 feel like it was 10 years ago now? It meant something at one point. See, what they're trying to do is devalue the dollar, because ultimately they want to get rid of it and bring in what they consider to be currency. That's where we're headed, y'all. And they want us to be human androids. No thanks. Your boy Donnie.